Well, hey,
Hi, guys.
how's everybody going? We're coming to you live today because it's such a beautiful day in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And it's about 70 degrees. It's crazy. So we definitely want to come live to you and tell you a little bit about what's going on with our channel and give you some updates and doing some like Q&A stuff,
Yeah,
We
I
haven't done
think
it in a
so.
couple weeks, so we thought we would share a couple questions, a couple answers, and give you some updates on a huge trip that you're invited to. So, good to see everybody today. I hope you're really out there enjoying the weekend.
hmm
I know we are. It's beautiful in Atlanta, and we
It's
deserve
so
it.
it's so funny. It's definitely spring and February here. You can't even find a parking spot on the street
Right.
anywhere near.
Absolutely.
The park here where we're at. It's like when it snows, everybody hermits inside. When it's a beautiful day in Atlanta, everybody freaks out and like runs outdoors.
That's right.
So,
Right.
oh, the South.
So good to see everybody. My special guest today is Ariane. Good
You,
to good to actually see you on our YouTube channel. Thank you for coming.
you're welcome. Um, you guys probably are wondering where I've been. I have been working two jobs in the meantime over the last month or so.
Absolutely.
So, I have been anywhere but on video.
Got to pay for that Airstream renovation, guys. We got to pay for it somehow.
But I am here.
It's like a
I am
vacuum
alive.
cleaner. It just keeps sucking the money right out of the wallet for some
Yeah,
reason.
yeah,
So
but
anyway, good to see you guys. So let's kind of start out with some Q&As.
yeah, so we wanted to bring you guys a Q&A because we haven't done that in a little while, and we know we get a lot of questions that we don't necessarily directly answer on our YouTube channel.
Right.
So a few questions that we have. One is from what's the average weight when you start a through hike versus finishing your through hike?
Oh, okay. So last year when we were weighing packs at Amicalola, the GATC, the Georgia Appalachian Trail Conservancy, was there. We were all weighing packs, and the average base weight last year on people starting at Springer was 34.4 pounds. It's 34.4 pounds. The average weight when you finish the Appalachian Trail, according to ATC last year, was about 22 pounds.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of weight that you've lost from the beginning to the end. And I would imagine it's because at the time you get to the cotton, you're just like, screw it. I don't even need a pack anymore. I'm just going to hike.
Yeah.
And so at that point in time, you've trusted the trail so much.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that a lot of that weight, is dropped off within the first, I would say, few weeks to a month. And then they maintain a more regular weight throughout the rest of the through hike.
Hey, Sammy, good to see everybody.
So another one is from Mike Kilborn.
Mike Kilborn.
A shout out to Mike Kilborn real quick. He actually listens to our podcast, Trust the
Just
Trail.
got an email from him.
And got an email, so thank you so much for your email. And he asked, any chance you would get a video on recommendations for an ideal base weight for a through hike? So obviously weight is a huge concern for most people when they're doing through hikes. So
yeah, and the average base weight really is, a good base weight is going to be, anywhere between 20 and 22 pounds starting out on the AT, but really your base weight, that's such an overrated gig. It's really, you got to be comfortable with it. Don't go so lightweight where you don't feel comfortable.
Right.
But we usually, with our AT prep class, I think our average base weight was about 22 pounds. That's with a few days worth of food and no water, by the way.
Yeah, and I think that a really good base weight would fall underneath that if you're hiking, let's say northbound from Springer in about March or April. Base weight is very dependent upon what season you're going in, so keep that in mind. So definitely a YouTube video possibly to follow. So great idea. And then we also have a question about travel. From the great unknown,
The
are
great
you
unknown.
getting your woodwork to match in your Airstream? So
Yes.
yes and no.
We are getting
So
our woodwork to match.
we are, when we first started with the build design in our Airstream, we had a very different idea of what we wanted versus where we're at now.
Right.
Weight is a huge factor, no different than the trail. Weight in an Airstream when you're building it is a very influential decision on
Right.
what kind of woodworking we use and how much wood we use versus playing with other elements. And so where we thought we had originally planned for everything to kind of match and be similar, and that has had to kind of go out the door a little bit, and we've had to create a new idea of what we're
Yep.
trying to work with as we've realized that weight is such an important factor in this,
So
in this build
our
out.
base weight, talk about base weight. Our base weight in the Airstream is around 3,200 pounds. We cannot go over 6,200 pounds.
Yeah.
So we've got 3,000 pounds to build out, to put all of our stuff in, which at this point, it's just really our backpacks. We know how much our packs weigh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
then it's just like our two dogs. They weigh about 50 pounds each.
They're not going in the Airstream, guys. They're going
so,
in the tow vehicle
You
with us.
know, we
But
got 3,000 pounds to work with.
so we have been playing with different woods, which has altered our idea of where we originally started.
Right.
So ultimately, not everything will match, but it'll all come to a very cohesive
Yep.
look in
Yep,
the long
absolutely.
run. So we are using a very interesting mix of old refurbished woods and other materials, as well as new, to make it look old, to save on
Yep.
weight.
Yep.
And then kind of playing with the idea of keeping things extremely raw and just doing a very like fine clear coat or
Yep.
very simple stain. So in the long run, it will be cohesive. It won't necessarily match, but it all makes sense.
And almost everything's repurposed, by the way.
Yeah, it's very exciting. So we also have two comments that we wanted to respond to. Christine Winterton, she mentioned on one of our videos that weighing each day's food meals help you keep your weight down overall. Great idea, Scott.
Yeah, that was, I think, weighing your food video that I did.
Yeah.
You know, if you can get your weight down per day, that really, or if you can weigh your food per day when you're out there, it definitely helps you lighten your overall food your overall food bag weight. And so, I mean, it definitely helps. So we usually kind of stick with about 1.5 pounds of food per day, especially when we're getting ready to do a long distance hike, for sure.
Yeah, this is turning out to be a weight.
And it's all about
Q&A.
weight. Right, it's all about weight.
And then one last comment from Michelle S. Thank you for this comment. She said, so rawly honest and beautifully inspiring. So thank you so much for that. That was
And that was
on...
your video that you did about for the love of backpacking.
Yes, I will be back doing more videos very soon as I get rid of one of my actual 3 jobs that I'm currently working on.
Right.
And but no, thank you. The whole idea of what we want this YouTube channel to be for you guys is a very honest approach at both life and backpacking and traveling on the road.
Yep.
There's so much to expose to you in terms of, you know, where we came from, what we've learned along the way, and providing any insights to you guys, any inspiration to you guys. We feel like that's the direction in which we want our channel to go. Because we're human after all, as far as you guys are.
I wish
well.
I would have done the YouTube channel much different. It's been around since 2006. You know, in hindsight, I would have done the YouTube channel much differently, but it is what it is. And so I think with 20 years of backpacking experience, I think we have something to offer. But, we'll see.
So
But thank you for your comments. Really appreciate that.
absolutely. And then a huge shout out to both Clem Dad 77
Yep.
and Stan the Man.
Stan
you
the Man.
have been both extremely dedicated viewers
Yep.
to us for a very long time. Always very interactive in the comments, and we appreciate it so much.
We'll see
And
Stan the
so-
Man at Trail Days.
Yeah.
Hopefully in Damascus, where we just put that event up on our website. So we'll definitely be at Trail Days this year. I think we're going to be doing a live podcast too. I'm switching arms. My arm's getting tired. We're going to be doing a live podcast at Trust the Trail. I think we're going to be doing it in Tent City. So that'll be kind of fun.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So thank you, Stan the Man. And Clem Dad 77 for really being great supporters of our channel. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Speaking of trips,
Yes.
huge invite to you guys and our YouTube channel. So we're both outdoor guides, officially outdoor guides, but every year Ariane is obsessed with the Okefenokee swamp in
we go twice a
southern
year.
Georgia.
And-
Ariane guides a trip every year, and so we've got permits. We're ready to go. If you go to thebackpacker.tv and go to our events page, you've got 2 trips into the Okefenokee that are epic. So if you like kayaking or canoeing,
Yep.
and you want to go in one of the oldest, most protected swamps in the country, might be the world, and go back in time and really see some prehistoric stuff, and it's epic. Check out the event. Ariana's guiding that trip. We have a blast.
Yeah, and I mean, the biggest question we get when we say we are going into a swamp, they're like, are there gators? Yeah, there are
Yeah,
gators.
a few. Just a few.
I grew up as a young girl around the southern swamps of Florida, experienced gators my entire life, and these gators are awesome.
They
These
are. They're very
some of the
docile.
most beautiful gators that you'll ever see.
Yeah.
And being able to see them at such a close viewing point without there being a threat to you,
Yeah.
it's an absolutely amazing trip, which you honestly don't want to miss. We want you guys to come with us.
Yeah, we have everything planned. I mean, everything's booked. We're going to have
Yeah.
a cookout. Camping is included. Dinner is included. Kayaks are included. The parking fees are included. We've included everything on this trip for you guys. We're doing 2 trips. One's going to be an overnight and 2-day trip for
Yeah.
people that can't do the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And the other trip is going to be for 2 nights and 3 days.
Yeah. You're
I know.
Your
And
poor hand.
I know. And we're actually camping at Floyd's Island, which is a historical island in the middle of the swamp, and where there's an old fishing cabin that you can actually sleep inside or sleep on the porch or have a big campfire around the cabin. Up to you on what you want to do. Beautiful stars. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. So we kayak right up to the island. We unpack all of our stuff. And the nice thing about a canoe kayak trip is you can pack some stuff. It's not like backpacking,
No.
where you can pack some extra goodie stuff. We usually cook, and we have a really good, super good time. So please
Absolutely.
check
So
that
check
out.
that
And you guys are welcome to go. We would love to bring you guys on that trip for sure.
Oh my God. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. So check that out. And then
And so and then we also just put Damascus on there. We're going to be at Trail Days, and then we're going to do a backpacking trip at Mount Rogers recreation area. We're going to go up in the mountains and do a large section of the Appalachian Trail through that area. I haven't posted that event yet, but that's coming. So, keep going back to the events page. We add events as we get permits. And then we've got the Grand Canyon coming up in October. So we want you guys to go. You're always welcome to go with us wherever we go. And that's what we do. It's kind of what we do for a living in the summertime.
And quite honestly, we are so empowered by people joining us and coming out and hanging with us. The stories that we gather along the way, the interaction with the community, that is what matters to us. And so we would love to see you on something.
Yep.
So,
We've met some amazing people. Stan the Man was one of them last year at Trail Day, so we love that guy. And the other thing that too we wanted to announce is that we just hooked up with a designer. We just bought a bunch of designs off of her Etsy site. She has designed some really cool T-shirts for us and for you guys. It kind of helps us. It helps support us, helps support the channel. If you go again to our website, thebackpacker.tv, and go to BPTV shirts. We just put some shirts on sale, new designs for the end until the end of February, and then those prices go up. But yeah, they're really cool. Kind of mixes in the outdoor community with the camping community and with our new RV community that
So
we wanna introduce you guys to. And yeah, I mean, it's really cool thing. And hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, we have a huge announcement to make as far as who we may be partnering up with. What? Ooh.
very exciting.
Yeah,
So
we cannot wait. We hope that all that works out. So anyway, you guys, thank you so much, man, for supporting the channel. I know it's like one video's Airstream, 1 minute's backpacking. It's going to be all tied together when we really start traveling in the Airstream. So really super appreciate you guys sticking with us. And please subscribe, like, and share. We really, really super appreciate you guys being part of our outdoor community, as well as we're a part of your outdoor community. So anyway, have a great weekend. Get outdoors, and yeah, say hi.
bye, you guys.
We'll see you later. Bye.